Yappy is a Steve, but he usually plays Sora now.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's really only Rockman, you know, if Scout's not in Europe or if Oriole feels like it.
True. Oh, Chase has a Steve.
Yeah, but Chase also plays like 7 other characters.
That's true.
So like, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like Steve in SoCal is becoming a very endangered species.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
We get to play the moral high ground of we're not going to ban Steve, but in reality, it's just banning one person. So
yeah,
we don't have that big of an issue here.
And trust me, we love Rockman.
Yeah, of course.
Rockman.
The homie of homies.
Yeah, homies. Same with Scout.
Yeah, of course.
Absolute homies.
We have the cool Steve.
Yeah, we do have the cool.
I don't know about any other Steve.
We got the cool Steve.
Onin's pretty cool, but like all the Steves, you know. I'm sure they're great people. But
yeah, absolutely.
I like our Steves. You know, my dad could beat your dad, type of thing. You know.
Exactly. Speaking of our dad, Valadin getting grabbed pretty early on. Gets off of ledge. There's a lot of interesting ledge play coming out early. Yeah. I sound like a broken record, but control the Pokeball. That is the goal of this stage. You want to, they give you a nice big thing that marks where center stage is. You want to have control of all of that airspace, and right now Valadin is currently dominating it. A lot of these standing grabs, a classic of his that have been the bane of many players' existences over the past decade of him being here.
A very controlled player, one that's very strong at covering that horizontal ground, which is so important because as a character like Lucina, you have trouble vertically, whether that be landing or trying to contest high. So a stage like this allows a lot of that ground space that Valadin's so good at weaving in and out of and punishing you for bursting in, and especially essential in a matchup like Bayonetta, who uses that side B move that just goes across the stage and gives you big combos.
Yeah, no, there you saw a double ABK into up air. Or a very common, just quick three-piece that Bayonettas will do, who just kind of as a get-off-me or when they don't really have the setup for something much bigger. And, good way. Bayonetta forward air.
Very even game so far, and Valadin, or Huste going to be the first one to strike 129% of extra credit. Up till back air is something you have to worry about, and as well as just a jab in the corner, Bayonetta has a plethora of options to also get a kill on the ground, and that tricky side B into ledge hang side B, just mixing up the options for Demon as Demon lands with a big down air and shield pokes the shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, down air is a deceptively very disjointed hitbox, especially near the heel. Well, its hitbox has kind of a weird bend at the bottom near the actual heel of the shoe, so you really have to watch out for that in this matchup, as Valadin is just kind of here on the stage, does get it an up B, although low profiled on the nair or coming off, and so that's going to be 60% on that combo to bring him up to 91. And he is in the corner still, gets hit by a back air, and I'll say he's not dead yet. He still has his jump. All right.
The percent racking up, and Demon in the lead in this game, even though Valadin taking the first stock. So you have to be really, really careful at bleeding out too much, because it becomes a lot easier and less telegraph for Bayonetta to kill you once you pass that like 160 range. Mm-hmm. Valadin, no stranger to coming back from a deficit. So as long as he can continue to play this game plan of control, should be pretty strong. 103% on Demon now, as Valadin just continues to put out these hitboxes on the ledge and forces Demon to go high, and because of Lucina being a little bit slower on the ground, can definitely struggle to run across the stage and put out a hitbox in time to punish Demon for going high. So it's the mix-ups on mix-ups for both of these players that are so important to getting out of disadvantage versus two of the best at putting you in disadvantage and keeping you there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the up tilt will take the stock. Demon currently down to his final stock of game 1. And however, Valadin is at 130, and well, a forward smash will definitely remove his stock from existence. So there we go. Valadin and Demon both on the last stock. Pretty even game so far. Are a lot of big openings that are still very high potential. Well, Valadin currently on the ledge. Up B does eat an up air, another neutral air coming in, and Valadin currently in the corner. Forward air, another forward air into a forward tilt. Ooh, Valadin, very smooth. However, Demon does quickly get back, and
boom.
And now he's just waiting. He's just waiting. All right,
That's a big
back
grab
throw?
here. No,
Up
just
throw.
an up throw, yeah.
Okay.
Forcing Lucina to land. That's kind of the strength of Bayonetta in a matchup like this. Lucina, a floatier character with laggy aerials on shield, has to really, really try to land versus a character like Bayonetta. So Demon opting to go for that instead of a more confirmed back throw. And up tilt back air coming through, but an up B with that invincibility is going to come out and punish the big miss of the timing as the Nair comes through at 142%. Valadin holding on for dear life with that stock, and it comes out and plays a big part in taking that first
It
game.
was speaking to what you were saying earlier, PJ. Once you cross a certain threshold against Bayonetta, she just becomes so predictable in what she's trying to do.
Yep.
She's going to try to land the up tilt, try to land the back air, try to trick you into a raw smash attack.
The jabs.
Yeah, the jabs in the corner. Like, Bayonetta kind of runs out of options at a point.
Yeah.
And so we're hopefully Demon will figure this out in game 2, where here we are on PS2 again. Well, I mean, these are two players that are big fans of PS2, especially Demon. He is a very noted enjoyer of the stage.
Yeah, I think both of these characters getting a little bit of something from this, and especially the way that these players choose to play their characters. Uppy coming through 73% on Demon and getting a big side B from the ledge. And that's the kind of thing that you need to be really, really careful of, because Bayonetta players will find a way to burst into your range, and it's really on you to figure out how you like to deal with that.
Absolutely. He falling through the platform, and Demon is in the corner once more, chilling off stage. Valadin, again, in another dominant ledge trapping position. In back air, no. Good DI from Demon.
Yeah, center stage, and not nearly as strong as Bayonetta's strong back here, but the uppy out of shield is going to punish Demon from swinging from the ledge. And Lucina, a character that's very well equipped to, deal with those options for Bayonetta to get out of the corner, whether that be a side B or a forward air from the ledge. Some characters struggle to find a fast enough out of shield option, or a lethal one at that, and not quite enough to take the stock. But yeah, as I was saying, Lucina having a lot of options to contend with Bayonetta in disadvantage, so makes sense to me that Valadin will choose to go to a stage that has a little bit more of a corner to work with for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, grabs. Grabs in this game. They do things, theoretically.
Grab beats shield, ideally.
Yeah, in an ideal world.
Yeah. And the jab's coming through for Demon. That should be the end of the stock, because she needed a killing jab.
Yeah, she definitely needs it. What can I say? She needs it. Yeah, I'm just glad she didn't have it in the previous game.
You don't even need to talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't need to dwell on the past.
That's true. I would say, for the sake of both of our characters in that game, we don't need to discuss the past.
Yeah, it's not a good world to live in. 105 now as Valadin continues to hold this corner from Demon, and even there shielding the burst option out of the corner and then waiting for the subsequent action just shows the level of control that Valadin has.
All right. And now, but he does have to eat that combo, though. It only gets him to 37. And very safe. If one quick thing about Bayonetta is that her fastfall neutral air dodge is definitely one of the safer ones in the game, especially considering the additional landing lag that she gets on all of her special moves when she lands. It is just overall a great option for her. And, oh, yeah, she could also do that.
Yeah.
Just all sorts of fun little ledge pressure where if you think that you're on the stage pressuring her, no, she's off the stage pressuring you, But anyway, dies to back air. Demon last stock once more, and Valadin still not panicking, as per usual. Again, this man is the bracket demon of half of SoCal, and for this reason, he rarely panics.
Yeah.
He just sticks to all these pivot tilts, all these very safe back aerials as he goes for the downward dancing blade, which is a very good, just nice little damage dealer there. He doesn't need the extension, just the raw damage is fine enough. And Demon right now just looking for some kind of an opening, and because pretty soon he's going to get to the magic percent where Bayonetta starts getting a little too predictable and a little too desperate for kills.
And you're seeing this already where Demon is swinging with a lot of these moves that, it's just very obvious that he wants to get that stray hit into the kill, whether that be a back air or a jab.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, and there we go, another air dodge. It eats the forward air.
Yeah.
Jab.
I don't think that's going to kill because it's not directly in the corner. Yeah, 156% Vladen barely living that jab, but
next jab will definitely kill, but he a little too telegraphed on that one. And back air, and this
could be the edge guard sequence that is going to do it for Vladen, but not quite yet.
I'll say Vladen managing to prevent me from finishing my sentences. Unfortunately, his stock is quite finished after that. So, eats the up B. And now just waits, and continues to wait.
Yeah, I mean, here you don't want to force the kill. You have so much percent to work with. And unless you get hit by like a very particular setups from Bayonetta or a weird edge guard, you should be pretty solid in holding this lead and taking game number 2. Vlad and Demon, 2 players from LA that play each other quite often, so you're going to see a lot of that counterplay coming out from both of them. And you see that, I think, from Vladen, that's very solid at up-being the pressure on shield, knowing when to roll through things like jabs and side Bs, and just like checking a lot of these like really not frame-tight options, whether that be jumping or empty lands in front of him or going for up tilt back airs. He's just like, I'm going to swing at you, I know your timings. Going into game number 3. Demon potentially on his last 3 stocks of ichigoCon.
Yeah, and what a run it's been for him. Just a lot of really good wins as per normal. Well, Demon stock going quite high, but right now his percent's going a little too high for his own liking. And as he attempts to get out, he does do the palette swap counter pick, so make of that what you will. Currently at 63 in the corner, has not, actually he has hit him just once. Yeah, see, there comes a point in the Bayonetta matchup where you realize that she mainly just wants to land stuff on you, and so you can kind of just sit and shield and wait. And with a character like Lucina, with a lot of really nice and really good out of shield options, sitting and shield is a great option already. And so when you have a character or that, doesn't get a ton off of a grab, doesn't really have a lot of great shield pressure or moves, you just can kind of sit there and wait for her to come to you. Like, You see that from Vladen. He went for a down throw, and he waited for the air dodge, because he knew that down throw up air or down throw up tilt isn't frame tight, and he knew that, Bayonetta having that very fast air dodge is going to be able to get out of it with bats within. Just these little things that Vladen is displaying shows kind of how to implement counterplay in a matchup. When you have information on a character, it's all good on paper, but it's hard to apply practically. But these are the things that you can kind of take away from a player like Vladen, someone who's so practiced in these matchups and just shows how to really use that information to dismantle a character. Oh yeah, no. Demon admittedly looks lost. And he is currently losing and get down to his final stock of ichigoCon on just, this whole game has been all
both of these players waiting it out a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of, sometimes that's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. You're like, wait a minute, I'm the one with the lead. You're the one with the burst option that's punishable. I'm going to actually chill out now.
Oh, man.
I don't have anything to prove here. So you see that from
I'll say the classic,
Vladen,
the modern day Fohebro, as it were.
You know that like, wait a minute, who are you? It's like, wait a minute, I'm 3 stocks to 1. I don't need to approach you. Oh. It's kind of the scary revelation. You don't want to play somebody that makes that revelation, but.
Well, it was a worthy attempt at a dodge.
Yeah.
But he's still a full stock up. If Demon comes back from this could be a potential momentum shift. But again, if he comes back from this against. Well, Lucina,
out of shield. It's going to be hard. Like, it's hard to come back from come back. I don't want to say that because Bayonetta is a really good character at doing that, but it's hard to come back from like a Lucina. I feel like that's just one of those characters that it's not very easy to gimp and not very easy to like get those crazy combos on. It's just not a recipe for something big. But hey, I love it when I get proved wrong. I love it when I get clipped for it. So maybe Demon can show me something here.
Yeah, by the way, someone watching the YouTube VOD right now, can you just quickly drop in the comments how many up Bs Vladen has done this set?
It's been crazy.
Because, anyway, Vladen wins 3-0, quite convincing. The train continually runs away.
And another Nair kill.
Yeah, another,